Welcome back, friends. Today I'm sharing with you 3 easy, delicious casseroles that you can make for your family. And this first one is called a spinach, chicken, bacon, potato casserole. Definitely a mouthful. But for this, you're going to need 2 cups of cooked shredded chicken, and I'm using a rotisserie chicken. I find that makes it a lot easier. It's already cooked. And 2 cups of fresh spinach. It says 1 cup of cream of chicken soup. I measured it out. It's basically 1 can is just about a cup, so it's a little over a cup, but that works fine. So 1 can is what I would tell you to use. And then it called for a half a cup of milk. You need about a cup of cooked bacon crumbled up, and 1 cup of shredded cheddar cheese. You can really use any type of cheese that you like. I'm using the Sharp. And then you will need about 3 cups of diced potatoes. And I just peeled those and just diced them up into smaller pieces. That way it will cook, hopefully a little faster. Some salt, and I'm going to use this seasoning just to add a little more flavor because I'm using potatoes and I don't want it to be bland. So that's what I'm going to use. You can use any type of seasoning you want to season your potatoes. So I put those in a bowl. You want a decent sized bowl for that because you got to mix everything up. But I'm going to add some salt to it. Like I said, potatoes, and I don't use a lot of salt in my cooking, but when it comes to potatoes, I do use it. This Kinder seasoning I'm going to use, and just kind of mix it up just to make sure everything gets, coated. And I'll add a little bit more of that salt. And like I said, I don't mind using the salt when I'm cooking potatoes, because it just soaks up so much, and it does help, season it. So just mix it up. Like I said, you can use whatever seasonings you like. Then add in your rotisserie chicken or your cooked chicken, whatever you're using. And add in 2 cups of the spinach. Then add the cream of chicken soup. Add your milk. And like I said, you're going to mix this up. You want a decent sized bowl for this. And you just want to make sure everything gets fully coated with the milk and the, cream of chicken soup. So just mix it up the best that you can. And once you get that thoroughly coated, add the cooked bacon, and I like to add just a little bit at a time just because it makes it easier to mix in, especially since this is a thick mixture. Then take a 9 by 13 inch baking dish. You want to coat it either with a nonstick spray or you can use butter, whatever you prefer. Add that mixture to your baking dish and just be sure to evenly distribute it throughout. Just press it down, and once you're done with that, you're going to add your cheese on top. And you don't have to stick to 1 cup. If you prefer, you can use more. So this is one of those you can measure with your heart. You don't have to stick with that 1 cup. And put this in a preheated oven on 375 degrees. You're going to bake it for 35 minutes or until the cheese is bubbly. And you want to make sure the potatoes are tender. So you may have to cook it a little longer than 35 minutes. It just depends on your oven and how large, those potato pieces are. But this is what it looks like when it's done. Absolutely delicious. You can see on the sides just that little bit of crispiness that, it gives, when it bakes in the oven like that. It's such a simple casserole, but lots of flavor. And like I said, whatever you season the potatoes with will, help with that. I served it with some corn and a side salad, and it just made a really nice meal this particular night, and definitely one I will make again, and we enjoyed it. So I hope that your family will enjoy this one as well. And this next one is a cheesy hamburger potato casserole. So this one's super easy as well and very good. So it called for 5 to 6 medium russet potatoes, sliced thinly, about 1/8 of an inch, of thickness. You want them sliced kind of thin so they'll cook through. But you may not need that many potatoes, so I would just do a few at a time so you don't waste any. And you do need about a medium onion chopped up, 3 cloves of garlic minced. You'll need 1 teaspoon of salt, a half a teaspoon of black pepper, and it's optional for a half a teaspoon of paprika. And I chose to use some smoked paprika. 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese divided, and it's optional if you want to use 1 cup of mozzarella. 1.5 pounds of ground beef, 1 cup of milk, and then 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. And I'll show you how to put this one together. Really simple. And the first thing you want to do is just brown your ground beef. And I'm going to add some garlic powder to this because I feel like I always add, seasoning to whatever meat I'm cooking, especially if I feel like there's not a lot of seasoning in this, which, like I said, it's salt and pepper and paprika and some garlic, but I like to just season a little bit more. But you can add the onions now, which is what I prefer to do, and cook it in with the meat. I feel like that helps to add flavor to the meat as it cooks. But you can add the onions after you cook it if you want, but I just prefer to do it before. So once it's cooked and I drain off any of the grease from it, I add the garlic, the minced garlic, and then mix it in well. And then I'm going to add in the seasoning of salt, pepper, and the paprika. And that's going to add more flavor, to this. But like I said, I added more, with the garlic powder as well, just to help, season it a little bit more than what, it would have had. And then I'm just going to, just mix that around just to kind of, get it mixed in. And also, to get that garlic cooked in a little bit. But once you have all of that mixed up, we're going to go to the next step. And to a bowl, you will add your cream of mushroom soup and the milk. And then you're going to whisk this until it becomes, somewhat of a smooth consistency. Spray a 9 by 13 inch baking dish and either use, like I said, nonstick spray, or you can use, melted butter if you'd like. But then you're going to take and put your potatoes on the bottom, and you can overlap these a little bit if you'd like. I try not to put too much on top of each other, just so that way, it cooks evenly. But I try to, cover the entire, dish. Then I start to add the meat, and then I realized I wanted to season my potatoes a little bit. So I'm using the Kinder's Steakhouse seasoning for potatoes. And this one, like I said, it just adds a little extra flavor. Instead of adding more, just salt to it, I wanted to add some extra flavor. So the Kinder's Steakhouse potatoes are really good seasoning. Then you're going to take that mixture of the soup and you're going to put half of it on top of the meat that you just, put a layer of. So you put half of the layer of the meat and then a half a layer of the cream of mushroom soup mixture, and just spread it out as best as you can. It's a little hard when it's, crumbled meat like that. And then you're going to take 1 cup of the cheddar cheese and put that over the cream of soup mixture. And if you want, you can add more. You can measure with your heart with this one too. But then you take and put the rest of the potatoes on top. And I did not use all the potatoes that I peeled, and cut up, but I did, use the majority of them. And then I put some more of that seasoning on top, and then I'm adding the next layer of the rest of the meat. So once you get all of that on there, then you're going to repeat, and then you will put the cream of mushroom soup on that. And once you have the soup spread out, then add that last cup of cheddar cheese. And as I said before, you can measure with your heart with that, but also add the mozzarella cheese on top. That does help to add a little bit more cheesiness to it. It makes it creamier. But you put this in the oven on 350, and I covered it with, a piece of foil that was, sprayed with some nonstick spray. Put it in the oven on 350 until those potatoes become tender. So that could take 45 minutes. It just, depends on your oven. But once it does come out, you can see that bubbling cheese and everything. Really, really delicious. So this one really, really did enjoy. And I've just put some parsley flakes on top. This was a hearty, filling meal. So definitely a comfort meal for us. So we really did enjoy this one. You can serve it with, vegetables on the side if you'd like. We just chose to have just this because it was filling enough with just that. And we really did enjoy it. So definitely one, if you like comfort food, this is one to try. This next recipe is supposed to be a Dolly Parton 5-ingredient recipe casserole. I'm not sure if it is or not. It says it is, but I've seen many, many different recipes that say that it is, and it uses different things. And I had to kind of use some liberties with this one because I was not quite sure with the recipe for certain ingredients. So I kind of tweaked it a little bit and it worked out fine. So it calls for 1 can of cream of chicken soup, 1 cup of sour cream. It did not call for milk or anything, but I'm using a 1/2 cup of heavy cream for this. I felt like it needed to have some kind of liquid. And it also did not call for cheese, but I'm using 2 cups of shredded cheddar cheese, and I'm halving it, dividing it, so I have 1 cup here, and then I have the other cup on the side. But then it did call for 1 stick of butter melted, and it called for 1 sleeve of Ritz crackers, because that's going to be your topping, crushed up, and I'm going to crush that in that, sleeve. But also called for 2 cups of shredded chicken, and I'm using rotisserie. It called for egg noodles, but it didn't give an amount. And then when I went to the actual ingredients, it didn't even have it in there. So I just decided to use half of it. And then I'm going to use this Cajun seasoning to season the egg noodles. So, like I said, the recipe was a little confusing when I read it. I'll leave the link down below. But if you want, this is what I did, to make this one. To a medium-sized bowl, you want to add your cream of chicken soup, add the sour cream, and then I added the heavy cream. And you can use milk, but I just chose to use the heavy cream for this. And I'm just mixing that up a little bit. I'm adding 1 cup of the cheddar cheese. And this is kind of like I said, where, the recipe didn't call for that. When you actually go down to the recipe and everything and read it. But I just mix that up really well. And then to another bowl, I'm going to add the chicken. And then on top of that, I add my cooked egg noodles. And like I said, I used half of a package of a 16-ounce bag. Now I'm going to take this New Orleans Cajun seasoning and season the noodles. Otherwise, I think it would be kind of bland, if you didn't do that. But you can add whatever seasoning that you want to this. I think lemon pepper would also be good in this. But whatever type of seasoning you want to add, you can. Or you don't have to season it at all. But I do find it does, and the recipe does say at one point in there, you might want to season the noodles. Otherwise, it could be bland, which I agree. So I am going to mix that up the best I can. And this seasoning is not very spicy. So it's, I just feel like it adds flavor to it. So I'm mixing it up, and then I'm going to add that sour cream soup and cheese mixture. And I'm adding half of it at a time just to make it easier to mix up. Because like I said, when you have thick ingredients like this, it's just easier to mix half and half. And then, it makes it a little easier to mix in. But once you have it all totally coated, because you want to make sure those egg noodles are coated with that mixture, Then you're going to take a 9 by 13 inch pan again, and spray it. And then put your mixture in there and just spread it out as evenly as you can. You want to melt the unsalted butter in the microwave and then just crush the Ritz crackers. And I just did that in the sleeve that they came in. And I didn't pulverize them. I kept some, bigger chunks and just coated it with that butter. So mix it well. Add the cheese over the top of that, filling. And once you have all of that spread out evenly, do the same with the Ritz crackers. Just spread it out evenly on top. You're going to put this in the oven on 350, and you will bake it between 30 and 35 minutes or until, it's kind of bubbly and the crackers have, browned some. And this is what it looks like when it's done. This was really, really delicious. Absolutely enjoyed this one. And the Ritz crackers on top gave a nice crunchy texture to this. So I really did enjoy that. And it just was overall a really delicious casserole. Definitely a comfort meal, I feel. And I just served it with some green beans, but you can serve it with any type of vegetable or a salad or bread or anything you'd like on the side. But, for us, this was perfect, and we really did enjoy it. So I hope that these recipes gave you some meal inspiration, and these were all, like I said, delicious. We enjoyed them, and I hope that your family will as well. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you're interested in seeing more like it, please click that subscribe button and the notification bell, and that'll notify you when I post new videos. I hope everyone has a very blessed day. God bless y'all.